Hi, Scorpio, and welcome to November 2023. All right, let's get started. This read is for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. I decided this month for November 2023 that I would use the Earth Magic Oracle cards. It brings the reading together. It's kind of like one card, the synopsis of the read. It's unbelievable. Oh my gosh. Wow. Karma. Karma. Yes, we live on the earth plane of karma, and we do realize, if anyone realizes it more than a Scorpio, is how karma is given to those who understand the universal law of cause and effect, which is all of us, okay? Everyone on the earth plane gets that law of cause and effects handed to them. But it's also part, which is really important, and I love this card for that reason, it's also a part of the DNA, the structure of, right, the spinal cord, the Kundalini rising. This is where it all begins, at the base chakra, all the way to the crown chakra, whereby when we do our work, when we work on ourselves, we unravel, just like the snake of Scorpio. The scorpionic essence rises through the Kundalini spine and whatever through each of the chakras of the body, by which, right, when karma has been dealt with, either in one lifetime or many, we get to an awareness, an ascension, if you will, of higher consciousness. So understand that. They're showing me DNA spelled backwards is and. And I'm hearing that song, and so it is. I don't know, I can't remember who sings that. I can hear it. And so it is. If it comes to me, I will post it. I will. Okay, so DNA spelled backwards is and. Oh, shit. DNA, death and ascension. Death in ascension. Ooh, I digress. Death in ascension. Once we work on ourselves. And our karma is working on ourselves, right? Knowing that whatever we do in this life, in this lifetime, has repercussions. Right? At least on the earth plane. I cannot speak for other dimensions, but I certainly do not think that any other dimension has the karma of, you know, free will given upon as it is on earth, as it is in heaven. That's because heaven sends us here in order to do what we need to do. All right, let's go. Because I could go on. All right. Is this 5 or 4? 4. 4 of Cups. Saying no. I've done my research. I've done enough research. I've read enough, or maybe I need to read into why I don't accept certain cups that may or may not be. I feel this is God's hand giving you this cup saying, are you going to take it? And you deny, you decline. Because maybe you're not yet knowledgeable to what is being offered. You don't have all the information and or the research. And if you do, maybe it's just a matter of emotionally not being ready to take this cup. You're inquisitive. Look at his face. You're very inquisitive. But he's young. Someone likes mushrooms. You take mushrooms. Whatever. Some of you do take mushrooms in order to enhance your intuition and spirituality. These two came out. And this is the end. Not accepting an offer. Rising to a new level of understanding how maybe at this point, at this juncture, you were not like maybe ready to accept this cup, or maybe you did accept the cup several times, you know, and when it comes to your emotional stability, emotionally, right, mind, body, and soul, everything just literally came to a head. This is mind, body, and, emotionally, mind, body, and soul. The embodiment of our emotions that navigates, right? The mind, if the mind is not ready, the heart, first of all, the heart needs to be first, which was, I love why it came out first, because this offer that was given, this opportunity, this love, this is from spirit, it's from heaven, it's from God. But it was offered many times and declined many times because someone maybe at the four corners of the universe or in your life, right, had already risen to a higher understanding of what they want. And because one is on the ground and one is up, it's almost like your frequency, your vibration was not matching with that person. And for as many times as this took place, this was the outcome. A broken heart takes two to tango, right? Masculine and feminine. But the thing is if you're not on the same frequency as someone else, because you have or have not done your karmic work on yourself, you're going to get placed in situations time after time after time over. That's what karma is. It's what you resist persists, because emotionally not available, mentally not ready, and someone was and or is. Someone did their Kundalini rising work. They opened their chakras. They already have been through that dark night of the soul, etc. And they've attained higher consciousness. They've got wings to fly. Everyone here has wings to fly, which is the four corners of the universe. This isn't easy to get. Are you kidding me? This is the world is your oyster when you have done your work. This is karma when you haven't. It's the end. mind, body, soul it's like you have not yet attained because you're not ready. We're not throwing shade. Mentally not ready, emotionally not taking it. And if I have taken it so many times, it just comes out to the same old, because one has risen and one has not. Hence why the karma card's out, because someone is learning how karma is paid out. The laws of cause and effect. So that's what happens. Understand, we are only energy. I am not the person that I am by name. I am energy. You are not your person by name. You're human. You are a human in a soul body with a name that was placed on you because that's how the earth plane has worked. Someone, you receive a name, you have your ego, you have your name, and then you have all your navigation system that your kundalini, right, is your body, and through karmic debt and or assets, they're balance the scales of how we are clearing the blockages within our own body by the decisions we make, by the people we keep, the good and the bad. I mean, we're going to say bad. The Ace of Cups. So it's a new beginning of learning how much you, Scorpio, love yourself, and or a new love coming in. Maybe just celebrating you now. Maybe this is what really came out of this heartbreak is, okay, some of you are drinking your sorrows, but others are like, you know what? I'm going to look forward to the new right now. I know I'm living some karmic payback. I get it. But I'm just going to celebrate me right now. And not think about it as much as just be in the moment. See? Be mindful, I'm telling you right now. If you're embracing this Three of Swords as a new opportunity for you to enrich your knowledge of karmic justice, then hats off to you, because that becomes self-love. But if you are draining your sorrows with another glass of wine or what have you, that needs to be released. Maybe some of you do have some addictive behaviors that you're realizing, wow. Maybe you got the memo where karmic, what you do in this lifetime is either going to lift you up or drag you down. Okay, let me put that here. Okay. So, death and ascension, Scorpios know that the best. It's not like the rest don't, because we're all here on the earth plane together. But I think Scorpios deal. They have a handle on it. It's not pretty, but they have a handle on it. Okay, they want me to put this down for a minute and go one more. The action that was taken to get to this point. The action that happened was a fight ensued with someone that you did take that offer of love once again. But a fight ensued. And the fight was about raising our levels of our energy and dropping, right, the addictive tendencies that we all have. And by doing so, did you or have you dropped them only to understand what the true value of love remains is about the self. And it's not that it doesn't have anything to do with love of another, but we can't have this happening if this isn't a full cup of love for yourself. That's why I think this cup, you took it several times, right? Here's 4 and there's 2. Maybe over the course of what? I don't know, 4 to 6 years, right? But what Spirit said, and now my palm is itching. What Spirit said is, hang on loosely. Hang on loosely. Don't get caught, which I feel that you didn't or don't or someone didn't want to be caught up in the chains that bind. Let's put it that way. I feel that actually the devil reversed not only exemplifies the addictive parts of us that we need to clear out, but also that part of wanting something so badly, it's become so obsessive, needed to also be released. If there were 3 people in a situation, it doesn't necessarily mean, although I do have 2 of cups here. Oh, this is the ace, sorry. 2 of cups here and the ace here. So that does mean there could have been 3 cups here in the equation. And that's why it wasn't going to work. And like I said, or I didn't say, sorry, the 3rd cup could have been either another person who influenced you over the true essence of what you could have wanted and or desired. 3 of cups with the ace becomes the 4, which is here. Okay, now I get why they stopped me. All right, because it needs to be explained thoroughly so that we can continue the narrative. Okay, Scorpio, what else can we talk about when it comes to karma? Judgment. Do we release the judgment? The judgments imposed by us of others and or vice versa? The only way that we are judged is that we judge. by those whom we've loved and lost. You see behind there is the cemetery. You know, this comes, Judgment Day comes for sure. When we go to spirit, when we end up going to spirit, that Judgment Day is going to come, and it's going to talk about, you know, karmic justice. Yeah, it will. But once we are completely exposed and authentic, we become free, which is exactly what karma is here on the earth plane. We clear up judging, being judged, caring even of anyone wanting to impose that upon us, because we want to be set free. So working and researching right now, Scorpio, of the essence of how karma plays out and what you do or don't judge in others is a reflection only of yourself. When we make comments to others that is hurtful, to the point where someone says, you know, that really hurt my feelings, does that add value to your karmic justice or not? And vice versa, right? Oh, wow. This angel, this is an earth angel, whether you know it or not. Could be a light worker, a sage, a seer, all of the above. The four corners of the universe. Someone has gone and did go to the four corners of the universe to learn about themselves. With, of course, spirit guides taking care of their Kundalini rising and their freedom. Someone is definitely, someone earned their wings and is free to fly. And behind the angel is, of course, the lion and the dove. The white dove of truth and the lion that is very courageous, which are right here. Someone set a new course. If it's you or another, it depends. But someone here that was already elevated their frequency and balanced out their yin and yang, right? They were able to tame themselves and find peace within and without. Someone became free doing the work of karma, karmic justice, of their own karmic justice. So they freed themselves. And it's not like you aren't this person or that person or whomever. You're all encompassing of all. You're on your way to this freedom. You still have just this Three of Swords that needs to get with the Four of Cups, that we need to become the Ace of Cups, which is wholeness of self. And that is the story. Someone's differences, very different, the way that they are it's not just male-female differences. The heartbreak is that one person was of a higher frequency than the other, and the two didn't mesh. And that's the difference. one person had the fire to work on themselves, which is the Kundalini rising, and the other still is, as a matter of fact, earthbound for now. Okay? Not always. Someone's on, let's just say we have 7 chakras, if not more, but let's just say the 7 chakras, you're at the 4 and someone's already has ascended and illuminated to a higher consciousness. And some of you are studying. This is your Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You are cups. You are studying and hoping and able. Are you able? You will be, of course. 4 or 5. Your 4 or 5 of cups, there's no need to place the blame or judgment on others when it does take 2 to tango. And if history has repeated itself in this lifetime or the last, where you're feeling a lot of, wow, I've been down this road or path before, is only because the frequency of another escalated and ended up breaking, continuous breaking of the heart, is only because someone's frequency is elevated and they became free, whereas this frequency is earthbound. There's a difference. Yes, there is. Maybe this relationship was only able to survive on the basis of emptying out. The bottom of this deck, the Knight of Swords, so some harsh truths and cutting out people, places, and things that no longer, something came in quickly, something happened quickly, and we have the King of Pentacles, which is a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Perhaps a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn is part of the judging. They just pointed to the judging and the truth of the matter of, right? Maybe a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn is the one hanging around, or is someone who said, maybe someone on the outside communicated to you, which is a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, that are you hanging around for something to happen when you know that all you needed to do was maybe change your perspective about what has been going on or what is going on? I feel that your truth of wisdom that's going to and or has illuminated your storyline here, because the 3 of Swords is upright. You're not yet in the healing mode. You're still, very touched and hurt by this continuously failing. And knowing maybe the communication of, well, if nothing changes and you're not learning about the lessons that you have incurred through karma, karma's going to just keep repeating itself until someone becomes enlightened to the fact that our perspective has to change about the situations that continue to come back to show us what we need. And maybe you have not found that out yet because they're in the dark. And then the King of Pentacles says, hey, all you have to do, or what is all you have to do? You have the Empress reversed. Did someone judge you for wanting a new life, for choosing the people, places, and things that you have chosen? And maybe their little innuendos of the Knight of Swords didn't help. What's the reality? You know, can you get past the Empress reversed? Another red-tailed hawk. This Empress, who's you're dealing with here, had already set herself free and told you, right? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Here's Virgo. That you're different. You come from two different worlds. You come from two different, like, mindsets. If you're not really about, you know, you don't want to be judged, but maybe you judge, and or vice versa. Something was shown to you. The light was shown to you about maybe the Empress wanted it all, and you were too focused on, you know, your career, your money, the boss. How can I get to the King of Pentacles? Or you're dealing with a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo here in the Hermit. But, you know, someone external to you made more of an impact, which I believe is the reason why you have the Three of Cups here, the 2 and then the 1. Because I feel you were having this, or someone was having a push and pull of trying to give a part of them to you and then a part of them to their job, to their money, making money, you know, making something of themselves, so to speak. And that took precedence. And that conversation happened with an Empress, a Taurus or Libra, moon and or sun, moon and or rising. The moon's here. It's in the Hermit. So someone got cut out. I'm saying, Scorpio, maybe you just got word that there were influencers. Someone influenced your perspective by saying, you know, there's more to life out there than that. You know, hold on. There's more to life out, right, in the wild, big world that we live in. So for some, you stopped communicating. They stopped communicating with you. Here's the Horse of Freedom. Someone just said, I'm out. I mean, that's the bottom line. And here's the Four of Swords. So you have the Four of Cups and the Four of Swords, which happened, it makes me feel like it happened like a month ago. 4 weeks ago, right? This explosion already happened. The fight happened 4 or 5 weeks ago. And someone said, you know, Pack light. I'm out. We have gotten, the fool gets to the top of this mountain. For some, I hear I fooled around and fell in love. For others, his rose petals, you know, do they love me, do they not, became just too much to bear. But the true essence, right, of the situation that we have in front of us that leads up to this is if you cannot love yourself, then what is it that bodes true for you to gain your freedom? Others influencing you, I feel, became a karmic relationship. That karmic relationships can also be not just lovers, not just Two of Cups, you know, a soul contract that had to be cut. It could be also friends and or family members. And these people were definitely influencing your perspective, and someone said, I'm out. Influencing your perspective. And why? How can this happen? When Scorpios, they just know. But even when you know what's happening around us with the friends that we keep, with the families that we keep, they still have a tendency to influence how we think, what we do. You know, people might be judging emotional unavailability or financial distress, whatever. I'll get 3 cards from the Supra deck because I do love he said, she said, and divine. It's his truth, her truth, and the divine truth. Not saying that those truths aren't what matter, but that is, which I love. Simplicity. We do think that, we do, don't we? We do understand, don't we, Scorpio, that the simplicity to life is what we make of it. And what we believe simple is to one may not be as simple to others. What is simplicity? Is it simple? Was this a simple act of karmic justice? Earth. I'm going to say that probably walking barefoot on Mother Earth wouldn't be a bad idea right now for you guys. To gain more understanding that the simple things in life aren't always about how much money you have and how many friends you have, but more importantly, the beauty that you bring to the table of what you share. sharing your heart, not thinking money's more important than what the heart wants, right? What does the heart want? What does your heart want? Where in your body, which is, okay, they're showing me this. Yes, we want a simple life, but from the waist down and the arrow pointing down, I'm looking at the lower chakras of your base, sacral, and solar plexus being blocked. Because your simplicity of, I just want a simple life, but I'm working my ass off. That's a conundrum. That's opposites. And the last is, right, the connectivity of all before we become emotionally drained by the patterns that have formed over the course of the karmic years, right? The cycles that need to be released, Scorpio. The cycles that keep you really underwater. These people that claim to be wanting a simple life, and or you say you want the simple, but maybe you're not stopping the earth materialistic world of, I want, the financial freedom. Do you, Scorpio, want the financial freedom more than you want the love of yourself? It's very different. And that's what God is showing you. All these repeated patterns. And they may be different people over the course of years, lifetimes, etc. But you are revisiting the pain because we need to change the course of repeated patterns. Change only when we realize that that our inner house needs to change so that our outer house shows up on the same level. So we're learning, oh my God, so painful it is, because the judgment, I don't know why I have something bit me here. We don't necessarily understand the actual way karma works until you learn about it, and obviously we're all living it. But then, we cross over to the other side, and there is a mini past life review that takes place. And, those are for reasons of either coming back to revisit this karma in order to deal with heartbreak, in order to see the reflection that needs to be seen. The reflection of, you see the two kundalinis, the two snakes, it's just a reflection. This is a reflection of this. Same thing. This and this. It's a reflection of the self. And until all of those chakras clear the blockages that start at the base chakra, because we are of the earth plane, and then they explode into all of, at least once they get to the heart chakra and the throat chakra, is right here, then one becomes enlightened. Okay, let me get a karma card for the beautiful Scorpions. Scorpio, it's been rough. What can I say? Cancer. In Cancer, what your heart wants, what your heart feels right now. Brokenhearted. Your fourth house, which is here again, Four of Cups, is determining. Actually, Libra had this too. You might want to look at Libra's read. Determining your feelings and your attitudes about protecting your heart. That's what you're doing. You've been doing this. Protecting your heart, but with the consistent patterns of same old shit, different day, and you're not changing anything, you're going to stay in this karmic pattern. You intuitively know, so who doesn't know karma better than karma itself as a Scorpio, as death and rebirth? Are you kidding me? This is almost, and I say it very lightly and lovingly, this is almost part of your human nature to feel this consistently and to deal with it almost as if it is like it's part of human nature, and it's not. It's just there to show you how to clear out the old so that truly a simple life of love can actually propel you to your truth. History's repeating itself. Beautiful Scorpios. It says it right here, resulting from, I'm not sitting here making shit up, resulting from the history of. History repeats itself until you can change these repeated patterns that continuously form and show you. And Spirit gave you a cup. Spirit gave you the real deal. But because we're protecting our heart, we don't accept it fully. It's not full. It's still broken from whatever past life, past love is right here that we have not addressed. Okay? I send you so many blessings and love here. And I pray that you understand a little bit better how karma is dealt and is dealt with as above, so below. Have a great month. Okay. Take care.